I am recording. We are back with Equestrian Brante. It's been a while. We're 24 years old. We haven't quite... God, there's still quite a bit left of the game. We're only about two-thirds of the way through. Yeah.
Yeah. We're in the middle of peacetime.
Do you want to start or shall I?
The search for evidence. You decide to gather the evidence entirely on your own. You begin investigating the crimes committed by Otton without anyone else's support.
That's right, we're going after the big noble guy.
Yeah, we just decided to do this, and then we lost one of our wives being killed by his followers.
How many lives do we have left? Still got 2 left.
Look at those fucking puckered lips.
Oh god. We
Decent head of hair, though.
Yeah. Great hair, bad lips. Alright. You start with the Imperial Legion. After plenty of inquiries, demands, and threats, you finally get a list of Otton's other victims. List in hand, you go to the armory of Anizot. There you meet the Legion officers who have already met a lesser death in a duel with the
I think
Arkney.
we've seen this already.
Yeah, this seems really familiar.
This is before we got killed. Let's speed through this.
Yeah, all of them nobles of the Mantle, ennobled only recently, young and full of potential to serve the good of the Empire. They are all anxious to avoid getting challenged again. For many of them, another duel will be their last. You're right, this does sound very familiar.
Yeah, let's just get through. Ignore this.
Alright. Fast forward. Their stories paint a clear picture to you. You realize there's a method of Otton's madness. All of the officers disobey the commander at least once or express... Yeah, we've done this. Once all the officers' statements have been collected, you make your way back from the Legion barracks and... You quicken your pace, and the strangers break into a run. Okay, yeah, this is what we're talking about. Turn around and draw your sword. Your pursuers encircle you as they draw theirs. You stand ready to defend your life. Do you remember what was the last thing that happened? Was it that we died?
We died, we went to heaven, and we left off when, we'd just been reborn. So we can skip ahead past the birthing sequence, as it were.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah. Oh my god, we died.
Oh, who would have thought?
Oh wait, we need to... I can't remember what our decisions were, hang on. There was a decision halfway through this, wasn't there? Or
No.
not? Maybe it's after this part.
At the end, yeah. Here it is.
I'm pretty sure it was cause.
I think we settled on cause, because it's not Empire, it's not Lot. Family was a close second. It's not yourself, and it's not against the law, so it's either cause or family.
It was cause. 100%.
Yeah, let's go with cause then. Skip through this, because we've already done it.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, it's all you.
The search for... Oh, we've already done this. You can feel the world again. The cold stone of the tomb. A weak gust of stagnant air. You rise again from the stone slab in the middle of your family crypt and look closely at your arm. A new black mark encircles it. Little else has changed in your body, born anew. Although getting used to it will take some time. This death is behind you now. Time to return to your life.
You go to work in the morning as usual. Having returned to life, you do all you can to ensure that nobility learns about your death.
Nobody.
Sorry, nobody. I thought it said nobility. Any attempt to find your killers and bring them to justice would only hinder your progress in the case. Those Legion soldiers were just following orders, and it's not difficult to figure out whose.
For now, you do your best to recover and commit to paper every instance and incident, every name, every circumstance. The one thin folder against Otton grows fatter by the day. One day, Prefect Elborne pays you a visit to see your progress firsthand.
You've done great work, Brante. Commander Otton isn't even bothering to cover his tracks, I must say. This evidence alone would be enough to indict anyone. Anyone, save for an Arknian nobleman, sadly.
So your work here is far from over. I see you realize that the way things stand right now, Summoning an Ocnian to trial in a court of law would indict us rather than him. It would be best to postpone this case for now, but keep the forest safe and secure.
If we want to have any chance of getting him indicted in court, we need to take the nobles. We need to make the nobles in the province recognize duels against as an act of murder. This means defying a tradition of old, a road perilous and seldom traveled. It means enforcing the rule of law over the Anazot gentry. For now, the Brante, return to your other duties and pay particular attention to any dueling incident. We will take our next step against the Warden when the time is right.
Okay, so now
We got
plus one valor.
we got some extra valor. That took us over the edge. We're now a dangerous enemy.
I think we were before. No, we're
No,
now
look,
dangerous.
yeah,
Did
just
we
take
lose
this
one? I swear we were dangerous before.
Maybe. You're right. Maybe we did lose one before. Well, either way, we're back there now.
And we're scheming.
Yeah, we're still we're 2 points away from being
Very dangerous.
We have died twice.
Continue.
It's you.
This isn't reading.
Oh, okay. We have evidence to bring Doris up to trial. Yep. Now it's you. Hold on, why is this shiny?
Or is it? Stefan's Gambit. Conditions met. Stefan Brante, indifference.
So we're because we're greater than 1 with him?
Yeah. We're gonna have something.
Yeah, some kind of an event. Before you read, I want to check like how close we are to him in general.
I think it's like 3 or something.
Yeah, because
Not bad.
we actually ended up bonding with our stepbrother a little bit. He's still a douche, but
Top left. No, wait, that's our friend.
yeah, that's Thomas.
We have a look at the family tree, I think, for family. Stefan Brante.
Ah, there it is. Oh, look
Plus
at that.
2. Okay, not bad.
It's sympathetic. Okay. I just wanted to see what this was shining. Okay. You.
Stefan's Gambit. You hardly found any time for family matters this year. The events taking place in the city keep you busy at all hours. Tonight you come home extremely late, but the fireplace in the sitting room is lit. By this fire you see Stefan with a glass of wine. Your elder brother has been waiting for you.
Oh man, I have a glass of wine. You take a seat in the chair by Stefan's side. Your brother keeps turning his glass. Sorry. Oh, that is what it says. Your brother keeps turning his glass with his long fingers.
You think it said ass?
No, I turning was the word I was second guessing.
Oh. Equestrian, we need to have a talk about Gloria. She flatly refuses to behave as she ought to. Her antics are ruining our family's reputation. If this situation persists, nobility of the sword will be out of the question. Brother, I do not wish her ill, but we have no right to sit idly by.
Regrettably... Oh god. I fucked up already.
This one letter is fine.
Regrettably, Gloria will never truly be a part of the Brante family. Her origins are too tarnished. So it is our duty to find a new family. It is high time Gloria got married.
Find her a new family.
What?
But we can't just give our sister to a commoner, can we? And how could any noble wed her knowing her origins? I've been a stumbling block for a long time. It's been a stumbling block for a long time. But I've finally found a suitable match for her.
This actually might solve a lot of problems, if I'm honest.
I mean, if it makes her happy, then yeah,
Well,
but
that's
she
the
doesn't
thing.
want
I mean,
to.
Gloria's she's kind of been. All right, let's see what his suggestion is.
I doubt his suggestion's gonna be good.
His name is Jose L. Pelletier. That was a weird last name to go with the first name Jose.
Pelletier?
Pelletier? But the thing is, Jose is a Spanish name. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, Jose El Pelletier.
Jose El Pelletier.
He's a young nobleman of the sword, recently graduated from the college, and now he has a position at the city hall. Do you recall a reception several years ago where he couldn't take his eyes off Gloria? Pelletier has been obsessed with her ever since. Not even her lowly origins can deter him. Admittedly, Gloria does not reciprocate his affection just yet.
Right. So let us convince Gloria that becoming Sir El Pelletier's bride is her chance to escape her current situation. And then, let us pray she comes to her senses and puts her rebellious ways behind her. This is never gonna happen.
I honestly think this is probably a good... Anyway.
Isn't this an ideal solution? After marrying El Petier, Gloria will be a nobleman herself. Will be granting her the freedom she's craved since she was a girl. And then she can write poetry and do whatever takes her fancy.
Oh my god.
Whatever else takes her fancy.
I'll enter into negotiations with El Pelletier family. Rumor has it Jose's father already has a future wife in mind for him, daughter of an important chancellery official. But Jose's passion must win out in the end, don't you agree?
As for you, Equestrian, please help me with Gloria. You're closest with her. You can make
see how... Okay, that wasn't just me, that was actually a fucked up sentence.
Yeah.
You can make see how beneficial this match will be. She must fulfill her duty to the family that took her in, after all.
Stefan looks at you expectantly. You're at crossroads. Will you accept your brother's plan or refuse him? Will this marriage be a blessing? And for whom?
Alright. I'm gonna make my case first.
Okay, go for it.
I think we should agree. And I think we should agree for 3 reasons. 1, it'll help the family. 2, even though Gloria is being wicked emo right now, like, all of her passions will no longer be, like, denied her. Like he said, she can do poetry, she can do all this other stuff that she's always weeping about, like, oh, because I'm a commoner, I can't do this, this, and this. Well, she finally can. And 3rd, it's not just a political marriage. The guy in question is already infatuated with her. So it's actually, like, he is in love with her.
Alright, my counter. The infatuation sounds more like stalkerish, and I think, especially given the way our mother was treated in this, it's probably going to be a
but she will...
thing.
But it will make her a nobleman, because our mother was a commoner from the beginning, because she married our father when he was a commoner, and then he elevated himself to become a nobleman. But she didn't do anything to elevate herself. With this marriage, she will become a nobleman.
Second of all, I think she doesn't want to be a nobleman. She wants to fight the good fight for equal rights. She does not want to be noble. She especially would not want to be the thing that she's been fighting against for so many years.
That's fair. That's fair.
She's also... It's already been said that she does not want to... She does not like this person. And
that's
so she's
not
never
true.
going to be in love.
That is not true. So she didn't say that she didn't like the guy. She just...
Does not reciprocate. So.
Was creeped out with it. I mean, I don't know. I have friends whose wives were creeped out by them the first time they met, and they ended up being, like, deeply in love after that. So I'm not buying that one 100%. But all right, how do you want to roll a die for it?
Hang on, I'm just trying to think.
50-50 odds. I mean,
I am owed a thing, aren't I?
You are. You're owed 75-25 odds.
alone, considering whether I should actually go for it or not.
You can if you want to. Or we can do 50-50 or... Because I get what you're saying, but I think that it's one of those situations where Gloria's being, like, emo, and this will actually be better for her in the long run.
I think this is not at all what Gloria wants, and we are literally forcing her into a position because we're seeing ourselves as like a older member of the family that can make decisions for her.
Yeah.
In fact, we're not even older than her. She's older than us.
Yeah, and that's a very... It's a fair perspective, but...
Yeah, I'm gonna use my 75% on this one.
Okay, so if it's... What is it? If it's 16 or higher, we say agree. If it's 15 or lower, we say refuse, right?
Yep.
Okay, go for it. Roll.
Okay, what's my... $14.
Okay, we refuse.
Alright, I'm gonna tell her, I'll be right back.
Alright. Okay. Stefan's Gambit. Again, still. We've just refused. Your words slice through the silence of the... Oh, god damn it. Your words...
Oh, no.
Your words slice through the silence of the sleeping house. You disagree with Stefan and will not participate in his plots against your sister.
Stefan does not say anything, but his grip on the glass tightens. Finally, you hear the sound of breaking glass and glimmering shards fall to the floor. Stefan pensively contemplates the blood running down his palm.
Pity. What a pity our grandfather, Sir Gregor, is no longer with us. He would make both you and Gloria see reason. Neither of you is capable of grasping what family and blood mean. So I suppose I must bear this burden alone.
Stephen leaves the room. You are left alone in front of the dying fire. Play this one.
Oh,
After your
minus
conversation
2.
last night, Stefan mostly stays silent and treats Gloria with pointed courtesy. The family breathes a collective sigh of relief. Could the feud between Stefan and Gloria finally be over? You are the only one who is aware of the scheme your brother is concocting.
Also, it's minus 2.
Yes.
We lost a lot of relationship with him for that.
We never liked this guy, I mean, come on.
I mean, he was a douche since we were a baby, so, yeah. Oh, but Unity went up.
Oh yeah. Up to... Oh wait, yeah.
Oh, so did Willpower. Okay,
Yeah.
more positive than negative.
Also, to be a douche and be like, grandfather would have said otherwise. So, I'm super fine with it. Oh, the illegitimate girl.
Oh god, we now have a
I
new
was going
thing
to
with
look on one way or
Laura.
the other. Yeah. So this is the part where we can decide whether or not we tell her, I guess.
Yeah. Your home... Let's say, the illegitimate girl. Your home is quiet tonight. Father is away, arbitrating disputes in Magran villages. Stefan is visiting one of his high-placed patrons. After a dinner spent in silence, everyone retreats to their chambers. You are about to retire for the night when Gloria calls out to you.
Question. Wait a moment. I have an important favor to ask you. Your sister leads you to her longtime refuge, the library. Here in the shadows between the bookcases, you will not be overheard.
Brother, I wish to speak with you before Stefan returns. His scheming is becoming unbearable. It's beyond Sir Robert's power to stop him, let alone Mother or Nathan. You're my only hope.
You shrug. All families argue from time to time, but every quarrel has to end sooner or later.
Yes, it will end when Stefan finally gets rid of me. As far as he's concerned, I'm just a stumbling block and a stain on his father's good name. He lets me stay in the house only to avoid causing scandal in high society. But as soon as Brantes get his precious nobility of the sword, I'll be out on the street in the blink of an eye.
We already do, don't we?
We're not there
Okay.
yet. Not the whole
Okay.
family.
Equestrian, you don't want for me to get kicked out of the family, do you? Please help me. I need to convince Sir Robert to adopt me and make me legitimate. After that, it won't be so easy for Stefan to dispose of me. And then I won't bear the stigma of being a bastard anymore.
I know Sir Robert would agree, if only by virtue of the love he has for our mother. But Stefan is standing in his way. Tell me, will you help me?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
An
We're
illegitimate
both on
child
board
who
with this. Sorry, go.
never known her father and a stranger in the family. Gloria looks at you with hopeful, pleading eyes.
I mean, Gloria's had her shittier moments, but I think we're both on board that we like her better than Stefan.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're gonna help her. You give Gloria a firm embrace. Ever since you were children, she has always been by your side. The two of you may have different fathers, but she is your sister, and she must remain a member of this family. It is your duty to come to her aid. You will make sure Gloria becomes a Brante.
Gloria lets out a sigh of relief and hugs you back. It makes me so happy to know you're on my side.
You wait for Stefan to come home. Your brother returns from his visit mirthful and in high spirits. This is the perfect moment to have a talk.
That went splendidly, brother. Magistrate L. Verman himself will support us. I'm on a friendly footing with his son now. It won't be long before we become nobles of the sword. But why are you still up?
You raise the matter of your sister. The feud
Oh, fuck. Why would we do that?
whatever. Negotiating. The feud between Stefan and Gloria must end. Your brother seems to be unaware of how much damage it is inflicting on the family, but you know how to remedy it. The reason for everything is Gloria's lowly station. But should she bear the Brante name?
She should bear the Bronte
she
name.
should bear the Brante name.
Your brother assumes a bold mien. What's a mien?
Maine. It's pronounced Maine.
Oh.
Basically an expression.
Don't waste your time, brother. I know what Gloria is after. You mentioned damage to the family? Can you even fathom what this would mean for the Bronte name? By allowing an illegitimate child into his family, our father would cover us all with an indelible shame. Several generations of Brontes to come would not even dare to dream of becoming nobles of the sword. By the twin gods, I will not let that happen.
You attempt to point out to Stefan that Gloria's desperate situation is leading her to more and more audacious escapades. If your sister becomes a member of this family, she'll stop.
Leave me, Equestrian. I want to see Gloria's peace as much as you do, but not at the cost of our entire family's future. Absolutely not.
I have a different idea for Gloria, and I'm sure this solution will satisfy everyone involved. Good night.
You let your sister know Stefan's vehement denial.
Vehement.
Well, I say vehement.
Go for it.
Gloria is so vexed, she is shaking.
So he won't even hear us out? Is that it? He's willing to do anything just to drive me out, isn't he? Equestrian, we need to think of something.
Gloria will continue her battle for the right to stay with the family, and you have promised to help her.
Oh man, secret plot. We've also got max affection with her now.
Yeah, I assume it would have been +2 if we had the space for it.
Yeah.
We are so in good with the family.
Yeah. Oh,
Is you or me?
it's me. A realm unknown. The sun is setting on a cold, windy day as you return from the prefecture. To your surprise, a messenger awaits you at the door with an urgent letter from Sir Alborne. You open the letter.
Brante, urgent case that I must entrust to you. We had just received a report of a secret society formed by young nobles. The Archduke's family may be involved. This concerns me. I suspect a possible plot to depose Overseer Tempest.
Normally, the secret chancellery handles all such cases, but I'd rather investigate the rumors of the plot before there is any action. Preventing unnecessary bloodshed and disgrace would be prudent. You are to investigate this matter as soon as possible.
The gendarme tracked down a suspicious nobleman by the name of Alexis Lance. Based on his confession, a meeting of this society will be held tonight. Unfortunately, this is all we are able to learn from him. The Lance family is of too high standing for more thorough questioning.
Fortunately, all members of this society wear masks when attending the meetings. We have acquired Lance's personal mask and will ensure that he is late to the meeting. You should be able to impersonate him quite easily. You are to attend the meeting tonight and learn as much as possible about the secret society. This will allow us to foil a dangerous plot or save many young people from the secret chancellery.
The letter includes a delicate gilded mask of intricate workmanship. Fortunately, it fits your face perfectly. It seems your plans for tonight have changed.
Following the prefect's instructions, you come at the appointed hour to an inconspicuous mansion on the edge of Anazot, with a spacious yard and a tall fence around it. The gatekeepers bow and open the gates as soon as they see you. It seems the mask is enough to convince them that you belong inside. Inside the yard, you see noble carriages, many more than you had expected.
You are ushered into a dressing room of sorts. Change of clothes already awaits you inside. It is a curious garb, a square of flowing, sparkling cloth with clasps and cords to keep it from unwrapping. You have never seen anything like it. With this strange robe and the gilded mask over your normal clothes and face, you cannot help but feel rather silly. This attire feels positively unsuitable for any kind of plotting or scheming.
I'm getting some serious eyes wide shut kind of vibes here. Next, you proceed to a larger room. The windows are covered in black cloth to keep prying eyes away, but you forget about it moments later. What seems to be a strange performance is playing out before your eyes. You hear droning, unfamiliar music coming seemingly from nowhere. You see candlelit dancers and glimmering... You see candlelit dancers... Oh, God damn it. You see candlelight dancing and glimmering. Ribbons of gold and silver are hung along the walls as decorations. And there are people, many people, like you. They are dressed in flowing robes and delicate gilded masks with narrow slits for eyes.
The people are talking. They stand unexpectedly close to one another, their hands on each other's shoulders. You approach one of the groups, hoping to overhear the subject of their conversation. But you almost recoil when several arms reach out at once, attempting to grasp you tenderly by the shoulder. Steeling yourself, you put a hand on another person's forearm. The masked people seem friendly and genial. No one appears surprised by your insecurity.
And their conversations are also quite out of the ordinary. You hear unfamiliar names that could belong to legendary heroes of old, or to the people here who have taken them as secret identities. You hear mentions of books that you do not know, and emotions they felt while reading them. Their conversations feel like a strange dream.
This is gonna be an orgy, isn't it?
That's why I said eyes wide shut vibes.
Yeah. You hear several voices singing in a far-off corner of the room. There are no lyrics to the song. Each voice maintains its own note. Together, these voices form a tender, softly aching melody. It feels enrapturing. Spirits your way. You feel so distant now from the purpose of your visit. so withdrawn from the judge's trade, so far away from the Empire and from your very self.
A hand touches your shoulder, bringing you back to your senses. A pair of familiar eyes look at you intently from behind a glinting greenish silver mask. They belong to Octavia. You pull back and bow to the Archduke's daughter.
Believe I recognize the man behind this mask. I never expected to see you here today, my extraordinary human. But I must behave here. You'd best do the same. We are not alone. It would be best if we are not seen too close to one another.
As for this place, Sir Brante, allow me to explain. This is my circle of Latari. And before you ask, no, we do not plot, nor do we scheme. We have removed ourselves as far as possible from such machinations.
This place is a little world of our own, a brief respite from tradition and noble customs and other such fuss. Our gathering is but a pretense, a game of make-believe. We pretend that we are neither nobles nor citizens of the blessed empire, nor humans nor Archnians, but the Latari. Do you know what this word means?
I would not be surprised if you have never heard of the Latari. These days, the people of Latari are mentioned only in rare historical works. Long before us, in an age when this land was fertile and green, the Latari lived upon the land that would become Magra. They were masters of a remarkable art. They could create worlds from nothing but their conscious minds.
Many of these people come here for simple entertainment and a brief taste of freedom. Others seek respite from the binding customs of the noble lot. Still others feel encumbered by their blood ties and ancestral obligations. Only here are we fully free from the burden of our past and our present. Why can't she bang us here?
I don't know. I feel like she's leading up to that. I'm literally getting some, like, we're about to bang vibes.
Yet some among us seek more than brief moments of freedom. They are drawn here by a fascination with the Latari, and their idea that our entire existence can be shaped by the mind alone.
Strive to know the Latari people for ourselves. We strive to continue their teachings, we strive to become them. If we happen to master the art of shaping worlds from our own minds, we may yet break free of the trap that is this harsh existence.
Surprised by this, you ask her why she is telling you this so openly. She knows that the rituals of extinct races are held in the same regard as magic and punishable as such. In response to your question, Octavia suddenly takes off her golden mask and reveals a slight smile on her once hidden face.
May your voice ne'er speak words of deceit. To great shame lies the path of untruth. Where an Archnian lies, where a human denies, the Latari speak truly, forsooth.
I'm not afraid. The truth of Latari matters more to me than any persecution. You came here in secret and wearing a mask, which means the prefecture has taken an interest in my little gatherings. But I am confident you will describe this as an innocent club of young nobles and keep our fragile world from prying eyes and ears. Would you do this for me, Equestrian Brante?
These words spoken by Octavius sound more like an assertion than a question. But you are in no hurry to respond. Your thoughts are tangled, lost among the echoing voices, fluid motions and transcendent music.
This gathering is in violation of the law. This you cannot deny. All rituals of extinct races were banned at the foundation of the Empire. You may summon the gendarmes here at any moment. You need only give a sign to the driver. And when they get here, the circle of the Latari will be gone in an instant. You will prove to the city that not even the most noble of its denizens are above the law, but Octavia will never forgive you.
You could, on the other hand, keep the Circle of Latari a secret from Elborn and report this meeting as a harmless gathering of young nobles looking for an opportunity to socialize. Which, let's face it, it is. But if the secret chancellery ever takes interest in these meetings, you will be powerless. Someone has already reported Octavia's circle to the prefecture. There is a very good chance these reports will continue. Perhaps if you tell Octavia of the danger she is facing, she will disband the circle herself.
There's one more way you could resolve this predicament. With a piece of paper, some ink, and a bit of skill, the Circle of Latari could become a noble historical society, one of many dozens in Anazont alone, legitimized by the city. Octavia's gathering would remain a secret without this mansion. Would remain a secret within this mansion. But do you have enough influence to make this possible? Nope, we do not. We absolutely do not. And would it be wise to expend this anyway?
Say something, Equestrian. This is no time to be quiet. The great mystery of Latari is about to begin.
So...
Convince.
I agree. I was about to say the exact same thing. I think convince is the way to go.
Yeah, how much did we need for legit?
Yeah, that's a good question. We would need... diplomacy above 15 or willpower. We need diplomacy above 15 or patronage. Okay.
Actually, we were
pretty close on diplomacy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, totally I agree. Because I don't agree with banning it, because I don't agree with banning any sort of historical or religious sect, period.
Well, I mean, if it was like a cult way of sacrificing
that's true.
people,
If they were sacrificing people or something like that, but it's just a bunch of people in masks and robes going like, woo!
And like just lighting up their fucking weed and having a good time.
Which, again, totally fine with that. No issues whatsoever. Keep it a secret. No, because we're going to get ourselves fucked over. So I 100% agree with you. We have to convince her.
Yes, and then I'm fine to lie to the dude, but only when we've convinced her to disband it first.
Yeah, same. Okay, let's go with this route then.
She's gonna hate us though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Gently, you take the Archduke's daughter by the hand and beg her to hear you out. With great patience and insistence, you tell Octavia that she has underestimated the danger that looms over her guests and herself.
Ever since the Empire was founded, reenactment of any rituals of extinct races has been considered a sign of revolt against the Crown. And worse yet, the Circle seeks to reach the Latari, to flee the Empire, and to circumvent the worldly and divine law. If the powers that be ever learn about this, they will have no mercy. Not even Octavia's noble birth will save the Circle from what will come next.
The Circle of Latari has already been reported and is about to be dispersed, and you cannot stop it. Either you will disperse it yourself, or the secret chancellery will take it upon themselves. Octavia will come to no harm, no matter what, but many other members of her society will be taken away regardless of their noble rank or birth.
Octavia is focused on you as you speak, her thoughts a mystery behind her dark green eyes. When you finish, she remains silent for a while, perfectly composed as befits a lady of her rank. The trembling of her thin lips, the only hint of an inner torment.
Equestrian, I have no choice but to admit that you are right. But why now, of all times? So be it, my gentle judge. You leave me no other choice.
She turns gracefully to face the people in the hall and raises her hand to call for their attention.
Circle of Latari, there will be no mystery tonight. Our meeting will have to end before its time, and there will never be another. I am your leader, and I demand that you forget forever everything that has happened within these walls. That is my word, and I will leave this place, never return.
The guests exchange confused glances, They begin taking off their Latari masks and robes. You now recognize many of them as the offspring of respectable noble families residing in Azot. Octavia, meanwhile, turns to you.
This is enough, I hope. Congratulations, you've just entered a dangerous plot against the Empire itself. As for me, I will continue on my own. I no longer need the others as much as I did at first.
Octavia cuts her speech short. She looks at you intently. But this is my only concern and my responsibility. Only my... fuck.
Yeah, you got it.
But this is only my concern and my responsibility. Farewell, Equestrian. It will be a long while before we meet again. I will have much to do on my own.
You report to El Borne the morning after that his concerns were well-founded. A group of young nobles had founded a secret society that sought to reenact the rituals of long-extinct races, but you convinced them to end their dangerous practices.
Wisely done, Brante. Far better than taking on every powerful noble family at once. We'd never have been able to punish them all. But you've managed to disperse their so-called circle, at the very least. The common folk will now see that we aren't going to let younger nobles break the law.
The age of equality under the law still remains distant, but thanks to you, justice has taken one step forward in Enizot.
You cannot help but think of Octavia and those who followed her. They dared to reject their nature, lot and birth, in an attempt to become something else entirely. But in the Empire, there is no something else.
As for Octavia herself, -1. As for Octavia herself, she has disappeared from your life for the foreseeable future. She seems to have vanished from the social circles of Enizot since that night. The Archnean has never been one to share her plans with you. Your encounters with her have ended as abruptly as they had begun.
He's gonna come back as a tentacle monster.
And we still got a +1 for justice,
fuck
though.
yeah, we needed that.
Oh, and manipulation. Nice. Oh, we look at, we're in clever now.
Hell yeah. Not that it probably does much good at this point, but...
Yeah. Alright, we're at the end of the year. Oh, wait, no. God, we've got another one.
Oh my god, so many of these.
Jesus, we keep getting more events.
What was the thing that triggered it?
It was because
I think it was like justice.
Yeah, we had high justice and we didn't make a deal with somebody.
Yeah. As you or me?
I think it's you.
Friend of the people. Another day of work at the prefecture is winding down. After hours of paperwork, your fingers are cramped, your vision is blurred. Today you must finish incorporating the new decrees of the Great Imperial Council into the Margron Code of Law. The document will then be sent to the Overseer.
A knock at the door distracts. Oh, tell me it's Carlo fuck grabbing!
No!
Oh god damn! I want a Carlo fuck grabbing! Sorry. A knock at the door. We aren't fanboys. Calm down. A knock at the door distracts you. Your visitor is someone you were not expecting to see. Mayor Egmont enters your office. He is the wealthiest man in Magra, the owner of the Silver Mines, and the leader of the wealthy Commoners Party in the Lesser Quorum. He wears a high-priced frock coat made of light gray fabric. He wears no jewelry, but his coat is richly embroidered, the most luxury a commoner can ever afford.
There might be Fokral and fanny packs coming out soon.
Oh my god. Can we... I know we don't have a merch store, but if we ever have one, can we have a Carlo fuck grabbing like t-shirt?
Oh yeah, a couple of Brante ones. I feel like our biggest things we'd have to... Anyway.
Go on.
Egmont offers you a broad, suntanned hand. It is hard work. It is hard, work-weary, and eternally calloused. This is a man who has earned his fortune with the sweat of his brow.
I've got to read you a line from a book that I was reading yesterday, because that line there reminded me of it.
Also, look at this guy's calves.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, again, the guy's worked his whole life.
Fucking sharp.
Dude, he's fucking like he may be well dressed, but he's fit as fuck.
Mm.
All right, hold on. I get to make up a new voice.
You do.
Good afternoon, Judge Brante. We met recently about the newspaper business, but today I need to discuss a different matter with you.
I came to talk to you on behalf of the manufacturers of Malgra. As you know, the principal source of income in the province is the silver mines. Our mines provide silver for the sacramental rites conducted in temples all over the empire. But the upper vein of ore is nearly exhausted. We need to process new deposits that are lower down.
That's where our trouble with the law comes into play. In order to get to the deepest layers of ore, we need gunpowder. But a decree from the Great Imperial Council has forbidden common people from using it. Back in the capital, they're afraid we'll turn gunpowder into a weapon.
But this restriction will harm not only the manufacturers and the miners, but the province as a whole. The silver trade will decline. We won't have enough money to buy grain, and soon, even the nobility will be impoverished.
I really like
I'm sorry, I'm taking certain liberties with the accent.
No,
I'm
it's
enjoying
fine. I'm trying to actually you've got like a northern English kind of accent going on. And that's
Are you having a giggle?
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about?
yeah. No, I'm
You
trying to.
Can't. Sorry.
I'm trying to do like a hybrid between that accent and like
Yeah.
a South African one. Like South African and North English. That's what I'm trying to combine.
Gotcha.
I know that the judges of the prefecture are the ones who interpret the decrees from the capital. So I implore you, Sir Brante, to come to the aid of the honest tradesmen of Mogra. Pass an amendment allowing the use of gunpowder in silver mines.
You give Egmont a speculative glance and ask him why he has asked you, specifically for help.
I've been following your decisions for quite some time, Your Honor. They give me hope. I don't agree with you on everything, but we seem to see eye to eye on the essentials. The common estates needs to get real rights.
It's the only way for our province and for the empire as a whole. Sure, Prefect Alborne has proclaimed as much himself, but unfortunately, he's a nobleman of the sword, first and foremost. He's bound by blood tied, by the power of the Overseer and the Archnians. So, all his undertakings are doomed to failure. I did the fucking Trump okay hands while I was saying
when
that.
you're doing that, I could picture you making hand motions while you were reading that.
We should have made this guy just Trump's voice.
Hold on. I'm gonna read this in the correct voice, but first of all,
If you, Sir Brante, truly care for the people, you need
Oh my god, he
some
needs
powerful allies among the lowborn. Allies like me.
sorry. I'll go back to the real voice.
No, we have to keep that.
No, I'm not going to. I like the voice we gave him the first time.
I do as well, but it's so funny.
We're gonna build a big silver mine. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be the best
It's gonna
silver
be
mine ever.
huge. And we're gonna make the Arctians pay for it.
We're gonna make a silver mine, and the Arcanians are gonna pay for it. It's gonna be you.
God damn it.
And then we're gonna go to war with China.
I'm sorry. I meant Arknia. All right, hold on. Let me.
Right.
Back to the real voice.
Okay. Right.
That being said, we do need to do a Trump voice for somebody. We'll find somebody appropriate, and then we'll do a Trump voice for him, but not him. We've already established this guy's voice.
Fine.
If you, Sir Brante, truly care for the people, you need some powerful allies among the Lowborn. Allies like me. Do this for me. Together we'll change the fate of Mogra.
Egmont extends his hand, hope in his eyes. You take your time before answering, weighing his words carefully.
Is there any, disagreement?
Hover agree?
I say agree.
Just hover over it, I'll see what...
It's just because...
Yeah, so we helped him before.
No, it's because we didn't make a deal with one of the corrupt nobles. That's why he's allowing us to agree.
Yeah. I think because he has been in the story before.
Yeah.
I agree, I mean... I
I
don't think there's much downside to it.
Yeah, I mean, well, again, we wanted Equestrian Brante. He was going to be a hero of the people. So I think that
Also, we're willfully lacking in good boy points right now.
Yeah, yeah. 100% on board. Let's do this.
You take his hand... Oh, no, it's you.
No, it was you.
Oh. You take his hand. Egmont gives you a strong handshake. You tell him that you share his apprehension and understand that silver is crucial to the province. You promise to amend the law so that the restrictions do not apply to silver mines.
Thank you, Equestrian Brante. Nobles who care about the needs of the common folk are few and far between. This is what nobility really means. I share your beliefs that only a union of the estates will lead the empire to order and prosperity. You can count on my support.
Silver is the lifeblood of Magra, Mr. Wayne.
Silver, the size of a tangerine.
It's the lifeblood of Magra. Today, you've not only saved us all from ruin, you've also made every Margaran a little bit richer, yourself included. I'll make sure the Brontes get a share of the profits.
Oh, damn.
Well, fuck.
He didn't, that's the classy way to do it. He bribed us after we said yes.
But it also means that they're going to have ammunition to fire at us.
It's true. But
yeah, you're right. We are
our
pretty
family
full
could
right now.
use some kickbacks. We sent Glory on that, cruise, and that wasn't cheap. I'm just saying. the bitch got a luxury cruise, and
we
she's still
did spend
complaining.
her all to a special spa treatment, I guess. But please.
Okay, no, but seriously, we sent her on a cruise, and we didn't marry her off, and we sided with her against our brother.
Yeah.
Bitch better be grateful, is all I'm saying. Anyway. And I promise you, Bronte, this gunpowder will shatter those ancient rock formations and reveal their hidden treasure to us all.
That's a bit suspicious.
Yeah. But still, he likes us.
Yeah, and he's got a great beard, I mean.
He really does have an awesome beard.
Yeah.
Wealth of Magra,
Oh,
plus
damn.
2!
Oh, yeah.
Justice, oh yeah.
Ooh.
We're back up to commoners are protected.
Wow, this is really our day, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we're fucking killing it. Oh, wealth of the family is up too. We didn't tick up a point, but...
Wait, hang on. Affluence in 1. Holy shit, nice.
Yeah, we're 1 point away from affluent. Anything else? Oh, okay, that's just something it...
Yeah, it was the noise.
I thought it was a very negative noise. But you did something good.
Hey, next year.
Alright, so
Alright.
let's read the intro and then we'll call it apart.
Okay.
It's you, by the way.
The last straw. Rumors are running wild in Anazot. People say that a mysterious clandestine society called the Last Straw holds the entirety of the city's seedy underbelly in its clutches. With men in safe houses all over Anazot, plotting and scheming against the nobles and the rulers of the province. Their leader is a woman, a ruthless criminal by the name of Sophia. She has evaded all attempts at capture.
Is this that stupid
Yes.
bitch that we saved?
Yes.
We should have let her die.
Also, I bet the person we didn't burn at the stake is probably her second in command, and our sister is probably third in command. I'm just throwing it out there.
This is just one of those no good deed goes unpunished sort of situations.
Why is all the women...
Yeah, why are the
like-
women all the villains in this game?
Well, they're not villains, just the rebellious commoners. It seems odd.
Yeah, like I said, the villains.
Well, yeah, I mean... There's villains everywhere by that logic.
Yeah, no, I'm being it. But actually, not all the women, because, Actually, no, you do have a point. All the women are rebellious, because even the Archnean noble lady, she had her secret society that was in violation of all the laws.
Yep.
And she's banging us, which is also in violation of the
Yeah.
laws.
It is. Well, not really, but it's in violation of her, like, family.
Yeah, she's going against her father. But,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. I didn't
Gonna have
really think
Smurf
about it.
babies.
Oh, God. Wait, are they going to be, like... What color would our babies be?
Sorry, you're asking me?
Yeah, like, between, like, Smurf Lady and Equestrian Bronte.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant between
Did
Kaiser
we
and Blue.
ever...
Well, I mean, they would be white. There's no, you know...
They'd be whiter than white.
You're a lot paler than I am. I at least tan when I walk outside. But
Bro, I tan very well. What
but
did you
no,
say?
but
Yeah,
seriously, like what?
I don't know.
So
Eggshell blue?
well, that's what I'm wondering is, are there any hybrid Archnean human babies in this world?
I don't think there are. Because otherwise they'd be everywhere. Like, we are not the first to bang an Archnean.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think it would either be one or the other.
All right. Well, let's move on and let's see what. The common people both fear the last straw and sympathize with their cause. If the rumors are true, the city finally has someone who will stop at nothing to help the people claim their rights. But who would support this secret organization? And how did the insurgents manage to survive this long? No one in the city knows the answer.
Magistrate Elvaman must assuage people's fears once again.
I don't remember what we did for this.
The
guys.
vile mutineers!
That's good. That's good. Go for it.
Okay. The vile mutineers and heretics who call themselves the Last Straw will be caught and executed very soon. And anyone who has given them money and shelter will meet the same fate. The secret chancellery will make sure of that.
But even facing a manhunt, the last straw will still endure. The last straw still endures. Slowly but surely, the influence of this underground organization is spreading throughout the city.
We're about to lose a bunch of... Yeah, order.
We got some power.
Ooh. The unrest, though. That's pretty low.
It's good that we got double, we got a +2 to wealth, because we just went down again.
There's gonna be a riot soon.
Yeah, we are in unrest now. That's unfortunate. We were already at discontent before.
In a lawless land, a judge isn't gonna be very helpful.
That's a good point, unless it's Judge Dredd.
True. I am the law.
I'm the law. Alright, let's call it there. That was actually a really good part. Like, a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah.
I
There
think...
was a slight uptick after dying last time and getting our shit kicked in by rioters.
we got fucking owned last time, but this time around we actually did some good. And we met that...
It's gonna be the best silver mine. It's gonna be huge.
Oh my god, that guy was so awesome. I really wish I had thought to do a Trump voice for him, but I didn't. Alright, well, let's call it there. End of I don't even know what part this is. We're on like 13 or 14 now.
Right. Jesus.
But, God. Alright, well, look forward to next time when we actually figure out what the hell's going to happen with this rebellion.